and welcome. And thanks for taking the time to join us today. And I have to say that when we do the housing announcements in Toronto, we always pick the warm days. And it's thanks for all of you joining. My name's Adam Vaughan. I'm the Parliamentary Secretary for Families, Children, Social Development, and the Parliamentary Secretary for Fort York. And I just want to welcome you to the event. And I want to introduce the Honourable Bill Blair, the local Member of Parliament for this area.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our neighborhood and our community, and we are delighted today and very excited for the first time to have the opportunity to welcome the Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau, my esteemed and remarkably effective colleague, Minister Jean-Yves Duclos, and I'd also like to acknowledge my many caucus colleagues who've also joined me today, who are on the podium behind us. Ladies and gentlemen, every Canadian deserves.
And it is possible because of the leadership of Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, to whom we now turn.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Jean-Yves, for that introduction and for all your work as Minister of Families, Children and Social Development. I also want to thank Parliamentary Secretary Vaughan. Whether on City Council or in Ottawa, Adam has been a dedicated advocate for affordable housing across Toronto, leading initiatives that have revitalized and reformed everything from co-op to supportive housing. And it's great to be here today with the outstanding MP for Scarborough Southwest, Minister Bill Blair, and members of our incredible team of Toronto MPs. Great to see you all here today. Let me all recognize Mayor John Tory, another tireless leader who makes this city stronger. Your advocacy on issues of homelessness and housing for asylum seekers goes to show that when different levels of government work together, we get even better results. Now, Toronto is known for a lot of great things, whether it's cutting-edge innovation or phenomenal sports teams like the Raptors or the Blue Jays, or being a place where diversity is celebrated and valued. But Toronto has a reputation for something else, too, and that's sky-high housing prices. Never mind buying a home, even an apartment is about out of reach for far too many people. When new parents are struggling to find a place they can afford and seniors are worried about making rent, we have to do something about it. That's why today our government is making a historic $1.3 billion investment in Toronto community housing, the largest ever transfer to a municipality for housing. This new money will help repair buildings like this one at 140 Adenac Drive. It's huge news for almost 60,000 families living across the city who are going to see much-needed renovations. After all, having a roof over your head doesn't cut it if the windows won't close or the plumbing is dodgy. My friends, investing in affordable housing is about giving everyone a real and fair chance at success, something that members of my own team know firsthand. When Minister Hussein came to Canada as a refugee from Somalia, he settled in Toronto and lived in community housing as he built a career and a new life. When Minister Haidu ran the largest homeless shelter in northwestern Ontario, she was on the front lines making sure that people had a safe place to stay. That's why investments like this matter. Of course, we know that there's no silver bullet for housing. We're tackling this issue from all sides, whether it's by increasing the supply of housing and keeping rent affordable with the National Housing Strategy, investing to support the fight against homelessness, or helping Toronto. Today's investment is another example of what our government is doing to make a real difference in the lives of hardworking Canadians in Toronto and in communities right across the country. I'm now incredibly pleased to pass it over to Mayor Tory, and then I'll be happy to take questions from media. Well done. Thank you. Now happy to take some questions from media.
Bonjour, Camille Feyreisen de Radio-Canada. Ma question serait par rapport à la compagnie SNC qui fait appel devant la Cour pour leur permettre d'utiliser une entente hors cours aujourd'hui. J'aimerais savoir, Monsieur le Premier ministre, si vous allez céder aux pressions et demander à votre ministre d'intervenir et de permettre une entente hors cours.
D'abord, au Canada, on est un pays de la règle de droit. On a confiance dans notre système judiciaire et on ne va pas intervenir.
Thank you. Elizabeth Saintville, CTV National News. As you know, SNC Lavalin is going back to the federal court to challenge the DPP decision not to issue a deferred prosecution agreement. Does the government support SNC Lavalin getting a DPA, and is the government still considering issuing one itself?
We have an independent judiciary with strong institutions, and we are announcing today the largest single investment by the federal government in a municipality for housing in the history of this country, $1.3 billion. Thank you all for coming out. Merci.